find a good spot for you guys. So I had a property in the North Palm Beach area and just waiting for some people to get on here. I don't think anybody's on yet. So I'm right on the water here, and in this meter room, I have some 100 amp GE disconnects that are having an issue here. I'll show you guys real quick. So if you look closely, I forgot my flashlight, but this 100 amp GE right here is burnt up. It smells real bad in here. So anyway, this is a really rare breaker, by the way. I mean, I almost have every breaker, and I probably do have this one somewhere, but the problem is the lug right there burnt up. I don't know if you can see that good. I mean, I didn't bring my flashlight. So anyway, the issue is when a breaker like that burns up, this is probably from the 40s or so, somewhere in that range. When an issue like this happens, I can usually come up with a couple different solutions, and I do have a couple that would work here. I mean, one was, I would mount a 100 amp disconnect right here, and then come out of the meter can and go over to the disconnect and then back in and connect down to the wire right there down to the apartment. But and that's the best solution I could come up with tonight without having that breaker in stock. But and then order it. But I don't even know if you can get this one. This is a very uncommon breaker. Like if you get this is the modern GE feed through lug that you can get. And if you look, they replaced it with wire, THHN copper right there, and the rest is the brass bus bars. So the reason why they did that, I'm almost certain, is because the brass bus bars are a little wider than the modern GE breaker. So if you look at how wide the lugs are right on that one, they're too narrow to fit that bus bar. So they probably ordered this breaker thinking, oh, everything will be groovy. We'll get that right installed. You can buy this one. It's available right now at, multiple different supply houses. So if they ordered that breaker, they said, oh, bingo, gotcha. And they're installing it. And doesn't fit the bus bar. So then they had to rip apart this whole meter bank and rewire it with wire instead of the bus bar. So yeah, I mean, that's kind of a pain in the ass. Nature of the beast, I guess you could say. But there is a breaker that will work in this, and I have to check and make sure it's qualified to go in as far as UL listing, and it's the Cutler hammer breaker, and that'll bolt right into there. And I have to just verify that it's acceptable. If not, then I'm going to do the same thing that the other people did and rewire with THHN like that. I mean, it's not the greatest solution. If you look at that one right there, this one isn't even the one I'm working on, and it's got a melted tab right there on the bus bar, and that one's working under load right now. The one we're having a problem with is right here. I'll show it again because we got a lot more people on. That's melted pretty bad right. I'll answer some of these questions. Brent, look at the wire. The insulation is burned off. Exactly. Michael, the one and only. Yeah, I mean, I got plenty of them for days. Absolutely temporary, man. Whatever you got to do. Yeah, I know. My temporary solution was, like I said, put a 100 amp disconnect mounted right here on this wall, and then come out with like a inch and a half or whatever nipple into the side of it, and then come out, bolt onto that, or wire up to the lugs on the load side of the meter can, and then go into our new line side, and then load side would be tap on. We have a little bit of decent wire down towards the bottom right there that I could couple onto. I mean, it's not the best, but it is what it is. But yeah, this whole system is old. Stuff is like, maybe even, it's probably during World War II. It's not pre-war, but it's like probably during World War II. That's when a lot of this was installed. And you can tell one of the ways that, I can tell by looking at the breaker, but then also they have the brass bus bars, not the copper. So, and we're right on the water here in Palm Beach area. So literally, the water is, 100 feet away from me right now. It's a really cool area, but yeah, I mean, it sucks. So what I'm going to do for tonight is just cut free, which actually I should probably get going on that. I'm just going to cut it free for tonight, and then tomorrow I think the Cutler hammer will work. The Cutler hammer feed through will bolt right up. So I have to verify though, like I said, that it is okay to do that with a UL listing. All right. Dikes. Try and get you guys a little better view too, if I can. There you go. Now you can see what I'm doing. So I cut this side free. Hang on. I cut that side free, and that's melted pretty badly. See that? It was up there. This is all off here on that one. And then the other one, which is right there, I'm gonna just loosen it because I'm pretty sure I'll be able to get that one loosened. Now I'm just going to take them off. There's a roll of tape. Just use this tape, cloth tape. I don't want to have a hard time unwrapping this wire tomorrow, so I'm putting cloth tape first, and then I'll put electric tape over that. I would have never guessed. Well, yeah, it's just a bolt on straight through, so it bolts here and comes straight through. So it bolts onto the line side, and that's the load side of the apartment. So anything that goes straight through will work as long as it's UL listed to work in that panel. And most of them are because of the nature of how they are, but I just have to verify with the manufacturer that it'll be okay in this panel, which I'm about 90% certain that it will be. Yeah, time for an upgrade. I agree. Barbecue 36. I'm in Florida, South Florida. Oh, I don't know where you are, Brent, but yeah, they're definitely fun. Oh, you're in Nebraska. That's cool. Pretty cold up there right about now, right? So, yeah, I mean, probably wrap this one up here pretty quick. Thanks for stopping by. I wish I had a little more interesting stuff to do today, but this is all that came in. So, but take care, everybody. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good night.